What's up, guys? Welcome back to the channel. If you're new here, welcome to the channel. Thanks for rocking with me on another video. It's been a minute. It's been cold, and I had to put a roof on my garage first, because last winter, and the winter before that, but it wasn't as bad. But last winter it was really bad. All along this back wall here, not so much on this end, but like from right here over pretty much to the other side, I was getting water inside my garage. It was running down the inside of the wall because the roof wasn't level right there towards the end. It had like a belly in it, you know, and my only solution was metal roofing. So hopefully I fixed it, but now I can get back to work on the old Ford here. Hopefully. Still trying to find parts for that transmission. That is an elusive creature. That Ford-O-Matic transmission is very hard to find. I didn't realize. I spent all day yesterday, well, all day after work yesterday, climbing around down at a car guy's shop trying to find one. Crawled underneath 4 cars. They all had transmissions in them, but none of them had the Ford-O-Matic. They all had the Cruise-O-Matic, which was like 2 years newer than this car forward. The difference is the Ford-O-Matic is like a smooth shaft with an O-ring, and the Cruise-O-Matic is a thread in. I have to have a slide in because mine is a Ford-O-Matic. So now I understand why that asshole stole my shit. Anyway, so I still need to get that. But what I am going to do is I got to plug in my air compressor and start building up air. And I'm going to climb underneath there while I still have like 40 minutes of daylight left. I'm going to climb underneath there, and I'm going to undo the fuel line going into the pump and see. I don't think there's any fuel in this car. Like knocking on the bottom of the tank, it sounds pretty well empty, but I'm not 100% sure. So I'm going to try to purge whatever fuel is in there all the way out of the system from back to front. Then I have to obviously pull the line from the carburetor down to the pump, clean it out, which I'm pretty sure it's empty. I tried like hell to get it to start week or so ago. It won't even come to life unless you give it a little bit of party sauce. So I'm pretty sure it's out of gas, hopefully. But I'm gonna go get the air compressor fired up, and then I'll come back and I'll explain to you how I do this. There's 1,000 different ways you can do this, and my way's probably wrong, but it's worked out for me pretty well so far, and I'm going to keep doing it this way until something bad happens, and then I'll change my ways. So I will be right back. Now that we have our ball cut in half, this is what I'm going to use. Just leather punches from Hobo Freight. I'll put that. Now, as you can see, we have a glory hole for give this thing an airtight seal. Now, I take this and we go outside with it. Right. Here we are. I hate these locking game tabs. Anyway, take your glory hole tennis ball, and it conveniently fits perfectly over your fill neck and you pressurize your tank. But you gotta be careful, because it only takes, you know, 2 or 3 pounds, too much air, and you football your gas tank. Then you're screwed. You football your gas tank, and it you know, it swells up, and it never gets back to its original shape ever again. Then you either have to deal with the football, or you have to replace it. So I like to do just short bursts. Doesn't take much, just a couple of pounds, and it'll clean them lines out real nice. All right, we're back. Day 2. Got kind of a late start today. Oh, okay, we're done. Anyway, got kind of a late start today, but we're trying to play catch up. So here's where we're at. So I have the fuel line already undone. This is obviously coming from the tank, but I'm hoping that those cracks right there are just superficial and they're not actually like into the fuel line, because that's going to be a problem. I just bought this line last time I got this car running. So let's see what happens, shall we? Let's see what we can do here. I can hear it hitting the ground up there. Should probably put something down though. I probably should have directed that hose into a bucket or something, but I am not a smart man, so I just keep making a mess in my driveway that I have to smell every time I walk out of the house. See, doesn't take much. Okay, now let's see what we got to do to get this carburetor off. Let's take the whole thing. Okay, so it looks like we got this linkage. Love these old clips, they're so nice. What is that guy? Then one fuel line. Yeah. This fuel line only. These look like 7/16 bolts, so we'll mess with those. We'll get this boy off and we'll see what happens. See, 7/16, I think that's the right size. That is the size. You know, just having this carport is really nice for like keeping me out of the elements and stuff, but it is a damn wind tunnel in here. I am cold as hell today, boys.
Dad, please.
Really, probably should have just grabbed a socket to do this shit, but again, I'm not a smart man. And I've never seen somebody use lock washers on a damn carburetor before, until I took this thing apart for the first time. I see some crazy shit working on these old cars, man. Most of it doesn't make sense to me, but it doesn't have to. It's the beauty of One of the nice thing about working on these old cars, though, is you learn all kinds of cool shit that these old farmers and old mechanics did back then. Super cool stuff, man. Some of it. Others, not so much. Pop this fuel hose off right here. It might be a 16. Let's check that first before I go after it with a crescent wrench. Yeah. I don't feel like going back to the garage to get a damn wrench, so crescent wrench it is. Uh-oh. Damn it. The whole thing's moving on me. Here. Trying to just break the nut here, but the incoming filter housing and everything is spinning too, so wish me luck here. Ah, there she went. Okay, that's off. Let's go to the other side. Okay, finally got the gasket all cleaned off. What an absolute shit show. If you are the kind of person who puts orange RTV on a base plate gasket, please stop. Don't do that shit. Get some help. Okay, so I didn't get any of this on camera because my phone's about dead, but I did manage to get some of it. Still have to pull these out and clean them. Hopefully they come out. But I got all this cleaned. Still have to put the squirters back in, but they've been ran through and cleaned. Float is good. Yeah, I can't remember the name of it, but anyway, in here has all been cleaned out and shit, so should be good. Everything works as it should. Nothing's plugged up or gummed up. But the gas that come out of here, there was just a little tiny bit left in the bowl. It looked like Slimer had been through here. It was green as hell. So I'm really happy I tore this thing apart to look into it. Now we have to put it all back together. Well, pull the jets out and clean them up because I'm sure they look like shit. But once I get those cleaned up, then put the whole top back together and we'll go put it back on the car. Alright, day 3. Should have had this shit done yesterday, but we had to go on a rescue mission instead. So, today, it'll run. Should run. As long as the battery holds up. I put fresh fuel in it yesterday, about 3 gallons or so. And I got some 2-stroke oil mixed up in my little squirt bottle that I'm just going to force down the carburetor. And as soon as my hands warm up, we'll get back to it. Alright guys, we're all set up, I think, all ready to go. Always make sure you have one on hand, 50 to 1 down her throat. Let's see what happens. She wants to. Give her a little bit more.
So I'm happy about.
There's one more, then we gotta trade that battery out.
Okay.
Uh-oh. Gotta get it to run long enough for that fuel pump to pick up.
Yeah.
Pull that fuel all the way up. It takes a minute, usually. I don't see.
I don't even need my gloves. Oh. You still can't get it to go.
And there might finally be fuel down there in the fuel pump.
Maybe. What's that blue stuff, Dad?
It's gas.
Oh. That's weird looking gas right there.
Yeah, it's got oil in it.
There was smoke coming up over there.
Yeah, that's alright. It's going off the exhaust over there.
There's some gas going down. Can do it now. I'm good.
Getting close.
Yeah. If you could get this to start, I'd be happy.
You would, huh?
Yeah. So then we could drive back to Nana's.
What are we driving back to Nana's for?
Wait, this isn't Nana's car?
No, it's our car.
Oh. And it's off.
It hasn't picked up fuel
We're
yet.
that about lucky.
We're that about lucky?
Yeah. We're that lucky. We gotta get that lucky though.
Yeah. That's what we're trying to do out here.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And it's off.
We're really close. But do you think it's going to start and stay running before the battery dies?
No.
Well, thanks for your confidence.
Because he kept doing it, starting off bad.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh! No.
Oh. We're so close, dude.
Yeah.
We're not giving up yet.
Nope, never. You never give up. You shouldn't.
Yeah, you shouldn't.
Ah! I just stand up on this bar and I like it.
Don't get any further though.
Okay.
So,
I think right here I'm going to be pretty scared of states.
ready?
Yep. Oh.
All right. We gotta charge that battery or change it out or something.
Yeah.
Okay. Hopefully. You think this is gonna work this time?
Yeah.
Because we have no more fuel in the bottle.
There's a little much. You could kind of see.
Yeah.
But I think you see.
Splash.
Please work.
Oh. Now, the interstate on charge, and trust the Optima on deck. Oh, what am I doing? There we go. I know a lot of people trash talk these Optimas and say they're not as good as they used to be, but I have a red top in my Toyota from like 2012, and it kicks that thing off every time I turn the key, so I'm gonna stick with them. But
That's just from here.
yeah.
You okay?
Yep.
Okay.
Another little drink. See what happens.
Okay.
Smooth too. Well, okay. So, fuel line's off. Here, hold on. Fuel line is unplugged. Keep an eye on that. Let's see if we got some fuel coming, shall we? Is it wet? Seems like we might be getting a little bit of fuel coming in, huh? Let's go, it might be weak though. I can't tell. Hit it a few more times, huh? Now we're getting fuel.
At least the fire didn't happen. But you got that just in case.
Does it run?
Yes.
Was it a success?
Yes.
So that's a win?
Yes.
Okay, good. All right. I'm throwing in the towel for this weekend. I've dicked with that carburetor enough. I've got it to run, but there's a passage somewhere inside that carburetor that's plugged. So now I'm going to order a kit and pull it all back apart and actually go through the goddamn thing. But it does run. You've heard it. It'll stay alive as long as I bottle feed it. It'll run like a top. So I have to get a kit. Anyway, thanks for sticking around, guys. I'll see you on the next one. Don't forget to like the video, sub to the channel if you're not already. And remember, guys, your dreams don't work unless you do. But hopefully you work smarter than I do. See you on the next one.